welcome to this video. Today we thought it would be fun for us to tell you how we met, our story.
So we spent a lot of time putting together some photos that we could share with you guys. And we have our laptop here with pictures that we put like in order, and we're gonna kind of go through a timeline of how we met. Quickly, just a little side note that's important for this whole story. We are both religious, and that's kind of how we met. In our church that we go to, a lot of people go on what we call a mission. It's volunteer work in another country or in your own country where you either share the gospel or help people out with their things that they need to do at home, whether it's moving, to another house, or somebody who's, maybe paralyzed, something like that, needs help cleaning up around the house, something like that. You do service.
It kind of depends on the country where you go, like what kind of service you do.
This first photo is actually of me when I had hair. This is right before I left on my mission. This is a picture of me with my mom and my sister's on the far left, and then my brother-in-law, who is really tall, is on the right of me, which I guess technically is the left of me, but on the right of the picture. And this is right before I left. I think it's like the day before I left, and that's why I'm wearing a suit. As a missionary, you have to always look nice. And then the second picture, this is also for my mission. We were looking through pictures, and it was funny because she's like, this is your mission in one picture. The Dutch people, for some reason, everyone rides on the back of bikes.
Yeah.
I guess it's useful, but... So this is my companion. He's riding on the back with an umbrella because it's raining.
You're even getting any umbrella cover. It's just him.
But that is my mission in a nutshell. Riding bikes everywhere, dressing nice, teaching the gospel, and getting super wet from the rain because it rains here constantly.
So he got to serve where I live in Apeldoorn, in my city, with a group of other people my age, between 18 to 30. We'd have these gatherings because it was fun. We played games, just had a good time. And the missionaries would come over as well every now and then. This is actually where we met.
So, like she said, we would play games, we'd have dinner, sometimes we'd have a short spiritual thought or lesson or something like that.
Good to know though, at this point I was still dating someone else. I wasn't dating him, at all.
Yeah, that's another thing to mention on a mission. You are not allowed to date. I know that sounds really strict to maybe people not of our faith, but because we're there to focus on the Lord and focus on helping other people, we try to focus as little as possible on ourselves. Obviously we're people, so we don't always succeed in that perfectly, but we're not allowed to date. The very first time I met her was at this gathering. We call that FHE, Family Home Evening. They usually would speak English to the missionaries, and she said something in English. I don't remember what it was, but it was an incorrect way of saying it, and me being who I am, I like it when people correct my Dutch because it helps me learn. So I told her, and I hadn't even really introduced myself very much.
You didn't say a word to me till then.
The first thing I said was I corrected her English and told her how she should properly say whatever she said incorrectly. I'm kidding not. This woman looked me dead in the eyeballs and was like, better than your Dutch. And so the moment she said that to me, I was like, oh, there's stuck-up Dutch girl. Perfect.
I was not having a good moment. This is where I did the artwork at my parents' place. You see my little siblings over there, my mom telling him what to do.
This is the service we were talking about. Yeah. So I stayed in Apeldoorn for about 4.5 months, I think. But after a little while, because of service that we do at their place and spending time at FHE, I started to realize that I started getting feelings for her. And so I actually went to my mission president, the guy that actually controls the mission and tells you where you're going to be serving for a period of time. You can get moved around a lot within the country that you're serving in. And so I actually told my mission president, I was like, hey, President, I'm kind of falling for this girl, so I gotta go. And so he sent me all the way down to Belgium. But this picture is from when we left. And what's funny is you got this nice picture.
This is reality. This is my family in the picture.
Yep, seriously.
Alex crying. This is the funniest thing.
Yeah. She actually wrote me a letter on that day.
The most awkward thing.
Funny because she gave it to me thinking that I wasn't going to read it till after I was already gone. I read it.
I was so good.
And I told her at FHE, I was like, hey, I wrote your letter. She was so embarrassed.
But yeah, you're supposed to read that again.
This picture right here is from our last night of FHE.
That's right when you told me, so.
Yeah.
Every time we would go to the class with all those people together, I would write down notes and I would send him a copy.
Because they would have a lesson, so that's what she was writing down, was the gospel lesson, so to say. She was taking notes and sending it to me.
Yeah, I love sunsets. I'm a sunset person, and every time I would take a picture, and I don't, because I already sent the note, I would send them this picture of the sunset too, and it became a thing during your whole mission. I would send tons of pictures of that. So
I think almost you're allowed to email once a week on a mission, And I think every single email I got is Sunset.
Because they're just so good. Look, there's so many.
After I left Apeldoorn, when we kept in contact with each other, she'd send me like her week and tell me about her week with a couple of pictures here and there. And then I would just like reply about like to her about her week, what she'd sent me. And that's kind of how we kept in contact while I was on my mission.
Oh yeah, this is like the Dutch tradition we did a few weeks ago, like since it passed. My mom like pulled me and made me this surprise. It was a suitcase to America and it says like trip to Drenthe on there.
Which is funny because this trip wasn't supposed to be to me at first.
No. Like I don't know why my mom did that because it's just with me and my sister. So she made this. My mom liked him a lot. Like before, like I didn't even like him and she's like, oh, you should marry him. I'm like, Mom, I don't like him. Like he's stupid.
This is just a picture of me at home. I'm happy. I'm finally home.
When he got home, he sent me a text message. And I like didn't know he was gonna send like it that quick. He like right away, and it was like, that hey, how are you doing? How's that okay? Like he's like super intense. Like whoa, hello, welcome back. It was funny. I was like, whoa, calm down.
Before her vacation, we Skyped a lot with each other. These are just some of the pictures that we have from Skyping.
Yeah, like. There was one night where I was like off the next day. No, I wasn't even off the next day. I had to work early. And we Skyped until I saw the sun come up. I was like, maybe I should go to bed.
We Skyped that day for like 8 hours straight. She's gonna just call me cheesy for this, but she is beautiful. I can't, like when we were Skyping at some of these pictures, like I'm screenshotting this because this woman is my dream. She is gorgeous. So that's why I have all the, see? This is where we really started to like connect on a deeper level, I feel like. We really talked a lot, discussed kind of like what our desires were in life. This is them right when they're leaving, and Seuss is here, right?
Yeah, she's crying.
Which one's Seuss? I don't even, is that one? Which is funny because they were only going to be gone for a couple months. Cute. This is when we first met, hugged together. Yeah, this is right, yeah, this is the first time we were allowed to have physical contact.
That sounds weird. Yeah, I mean, it waited a long time for this because we've like been Skyping for months at this point. So yeah.
And we still had not held hands, we hadn't hugs, nothing.
Just talking. So this entire day we were in Salt Lake City in Utah and we went to do different things. We went to, it was like the mall first. That was like the first video we were at.
Yeah.
And then we went to Temple Square. It's an important place for our religion. And we went to your sister's place.
Yeah, this is her graduation
that
we went to. It's our first.
She posted this on Facebook.
Yeah, we didn't post this. This was, I don't even know if it was with our permission. How dare you, Melissa? This is our first, we got outed as a couple with this picture. All my friends were like, what? You like women? Because I'd never been on a date before, so that I remember at least.
First girlfriend.
Yeah, she's my first girlfriend. She's my first girlfriend, hand holder, kiss, so forth. Where I'm from, there's something called intermittent springs, and it's a spring that like goes, it like flows, and then it stops, and then it flows, and then it stops. You know, like that.
A little hike there.
Yeah, it was fun. It was like just a good time. Just the two of us. It was the first time I think that we were really alone, like going to do something outside of the house that we were alone. And then we went and visited my dad, and then we went to this awesome furniture store. One of my favorite trips ever.
It was fun.
It was so much fun.
It was also fun to see that because like we haven't been like dating very long. It was kind of fun to see like his style. It's very Western. My style, very European. Kind of see how that combines. So it was interesting.
And then we come to my proposal. I had a specific spot in the middle of a river where I read the scriptures a lot before my mission. It's really where I felt like I came to know God better and where I came to know myself better and kind of change as a person. So it was a really special spot for me. I had told her about this rock that I'd always read my scriptures on. So like, you know, what a better place than there to propose. So this video right now that I'm gonna put on the screen, this is kind of the area, just kind of, you can imagine.
This is the river.
This is the river. The river had really flooded and carried this large tree onto this rock that I had read my scriptures on all the time. Not a big deal.
You're forgetting the walk to there.
Okay, I couldn't find the rock. It took me a while. It'd been 2 years since I'd been there. We walked for like an hour.
Yeah, he says like, oh, it's only 10 minutes.
And it was only 10 minutes, but we walked past it and kept walking for an hour. Yeah, that did not help. But we got there, and engraved into that log was "Marry Me, Kylie." somebody had used my rock to propose to some other woman. That made it really difficult for me. And on top of it, there was a ton of fishermen around us.
Yeah.
We were there for a couple, like maybe 10 minutes. So
I see him walking around and stuff. I'm like, well, there wasn't much to see. I'm going back up.
Yeah, like I'm just struggling to keep her there because I'm waiting for this fisherman to go away. I don't know what to do now because my rock is taken. I'm trying to calculate in my head. Should I propose now? Should I try to do it right before she leaves? But she was leaving in like 3, 4, 5 days.
3 days.
3 days. And I wasn't gonna see her again until December. And I'm like, if I don't put a ring on it now, she's gonna get stolen from me. Like, I need to put a ring on this and lock this into place. And she was like, there's nothing to see here. We're done.
People, like, let's go.
And so I'm like, no, wait, no, no. But there's a small little beach right next to this rock.
Also very lovely.
Also very lovely. I proposed to her there, but what I didn't realize when I was proposing is literally like, what, 2-3 feet away from us, like a meter, was a dead deer carcass. And so all this combined has made for the worst proposal ever. I'm the worst.
Yeah. But it's the funniest thing ever though, because it's like so typical. You like see you stressing, and I didn't realize why. But like at that point, I'm kind of like, what is he doing? Like there's something going on here. Like, and the moment he's like, hey, can you come back? It's like, ah, there you go.
After we got engaged, did we even kiss?
No.
We high-fived.
Yeah, we forgot. I totally forgot.
Oh,
that's so bad.
But that's just our relationship. We're weird.
Yeah.
But here's now the happy couple after we're engaged. This is the ring that I put on her finger to claim her.
Still got it.
Still got it. And then some wedding pictures. These are some of our favorite pictures that we decided to share with you guys, like us, the kids. Not our kids.
My siblings.
Our siblings.
The youngest one.
This is in the city hall where we got married. I tried to kiss her before they said that we were allowed to kiss.
Yeah. You're like, no.
I was like, oh, right, sorry. And then this is when we were finally allowed to kiss. And then us signing our, what do you call that? Marriage certificate, thank you. Oh, and this picture is so cool. It's walking out of the city hall.
That's one thing I like about being married here. Like, the buildings are so cool.
Yeah.
So, let us know if you have any good stories, like how you met.
Yeah,
or
please.
proposal stories, like his.
Oh, it's the worst. It's so bad.
Makes for a good story though, and I like it because it's so funny and it's so us, so. You didn't tell your first kiss.
That's okay, we don't need to talk about that. Our first kiss was not.
So, like, on that first date as well, like when we were in Salt Lake, like we were walking around in this dark, like back to Temple Square we started at. And he was being real nervous, like, what's going on?
I had never kissed a girl, okay? I was a lip virgin.
Like, suddenly, like, walked in front of me, looked at me, he was like, it's time. And he, like, grabbed my face and, like, slammed his head in mine. And, like, what's going on?
Oh, it's so bad. In my head, I had this whole plan. It was going to be super smooth, and I was just going to rock it. And then all of my mathematical calculations failed me, and it's just like, error. Error.
I never thought, like, I'll teach you later. You can also link our wedding video.
We hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.